Gotta suit up. Chickadee, check it out. The new. Try not to hit the mic. Suit up. I know. I was actually just talking to Sam as I was getting ready to stream. And I was like, I don't know what to do with my hair. Because if some of you saw us earlier today, you saw how disgusting I was at work. I was like, my hair is like a grease ball. So I was like, headband, success. You know what? That is very true, Annie. I haven't seen Elvin in a while.
He's got a girlfriend.
Oh yeah, he has a girlfriend now. The last time we saw him, he was trying to figure out dinner date ideas. So let's just assume that the dinner date went really well and he's been busy with his girlfriend. Yeah, I'm looking all fancy now, Rook. And you know what, Dust Pirate, is I didn't post on Instagram today other than my one photo on Cook with Kate, but we streamed from our day job today for a couple hours, I think 3 hours-ish before the data popped out, or 4 hours. Rook, I was watching those videos that you were posting. That's insane. I'm just gonna put my hair up and then wash my hands because this is gonna get in the way. Yeah, it was really fun. So I spent the morning insulating. We have to do like almost a full top floor of a house. Almost all of the rooms. It's huge too. This house is massive. And then a little bit in the basement. So I nuked 4 bags of insulation today and we still need to get more. We still didn't get all of the walls filled. And then Sammy did the vapor barrier plastic over afterwards, and then I started taping, and I think that's kind of when the stream stopped. But yeah, if you want to go and check back at the VOD or on the VOD, you can see what we do in a day. It's quite dirty indeed, and a lot of physical work. Just a little peep into our world. Oh yeah, Rook. And you know what? It didn't even itch my legs at all today. I'm really surprised. Build during the day, cook during the night. Oh yeah. Yeah, our morning traffic is just terrible right now. They're trying to finish up this interchange because right now there is just like a stoplight in the middle of the highway. It doesn't really make sense. So they are almost done it. Hopefully that clears it up, but it does back up like over 6 kilometers and you are crawling to work. Like you're not even putting your foot on the gas. The car is just rolling. So yeah, but coming home is always a little bit better. We know how to kind of avoid the congested areas as well. Tom Hung, I saw you were in here as well. Dust, I'm gonna catch up to see how your distillery thing was. Nice. 4 different bourbons. Ah, the high rye sold out right away. Dang. You thought you were gonna be stuck at work all night, but you saw a break in the weather. That's crazy, Rook. So you almost got flooded in then? Just one of you and your friend. Okay, Dust. I'll check back on Insta afterwards. You made it home in 15 minutes and usually it takes 35 minutes. That's insane. Okay, so dinner tonight, we are using this very interesting pasta. I believe it is Greek. Pastitsio number 2. Ready in 11 to 13 minutes. But actually, if we look at the side of the package, so it's like a Greek version of lasagna, kind of. is you layer these noodles in like lasagna noodles, and then you put your tomato sauce, and if you want to do like a layer of bechamel on top and then cheese. No, it's hollow in the middle. So it kind of, like, I bought these to try to find bucatini, but they are thicker than bucatini. Like, they don't really bend well when you cook the pasta as is. So I can definitely see why they're meant for like a baked casserole thing where you serve it in the slices, because the pasta doesn't bend, it just breaks. So I can see why you have to cut it to serve it. It is tubular, and I have a little bit left over. So we're gonna make a little type of baked casserole with turkey sausage I pulled out. It's tomato basil turkey sausage. I thought that would go really good with this. Use up some kale from the garden. Sammy got some pizza mozza for us to cheese it up. And we'll just make a nice kind of tomato sauce from scratch. So we'll basically make like a very quick bolognese with the turkey sausage. And that's it. And then we'll layer it up. Not sure how long it's going to bake in casserole form. And sad to say, there is literally no, oh, there is English directions in a very small part of this package, but the rest of this is all Greek. It's all Greek to me. So it doesn't say how to do it in the casserole. I don't know, lasagna usually bakes for what, 45 minutes, half an hour? You were bad today, Annie. Nachos for dinner? That sounds really good right about now. Okay, let me just quickly look up. Pastitsio. Another fun word to say. Pastitsio. Casserole. And one time we'll definitely have to try and replicate the Greek version. What, Sam? Smoked lasagna? You're gonna cook it on the smoker? Okay, the first one I'm looked at, called Greek Pastitsio recipe, they're using penne. What is this madness? Give me the right thing. Okay, smoked lasagna sounds insane, you guys. Ordered Chinese takeout. Nice. Can definitely say I'm a little low on energy currently. That's why I thought we would make something easy as well. And then I still have to get the grape jelly done because I picked 5 pounds of grapes on the weekend. Okay, I'm going from a Martha Stewart recipe. Preheat the oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook the pasta ahead of time. Make your sauce. Oh, she makes a Parmesan cheese sauce. What? Oh, Martha. Okay. So she does a 9 by 13, but I think I'm just gonna do a small, what is it, 9 by 9 Pyrex pan, because we don't want any leftovers this week. Since we're leaving next Tuesday, trying to not stuff the fridge full of leftovers because I don't want to waste anything. So bake for 35 to 40 minutes, and that's a big one. So we can probably bake it quicker with the smaller one. I would say probably half an hour and we'd be good. Okay, so we do have to pre-bake or pre-boil the pasta. Should be pretty effortless other than that. So 375, about half an hour. Let's do this, guys. So now that we know the gist of it, let's make our little prep list and then we can get started. What? Sammy's saying these things that we should have done in Vancouver. You live right next to a Chinese restaurant, Rook. Yeah, you already get your daily dose of sodium. Hilarious. Okay.
Is it a good Chinese restaurant?
So, boil pasta. That should be kind of the first thing that we do, I would say. And then we need to make our tomato sauce with the turkey sausage. I'm gonna chop up some kale. Sammy, how do you feel about mushrooms in this? So we have some creminis to use up still. Or we use that up on the weekend. Mushrooms in this? Kale and mushroom? I think that'll be delicious. And then definitely have to grate a bunch of cheese. I think I want to do a cheese layer in the middle as well, since we're not making the creamy kind of bechamel sauce. Cheese. And then down below, I will write grape jelly if we get there. If we get there, my friends. I'm gonna get a couple of things out so that we can just keep rolling into one thing from the other. Kale, yeah. Our sausage. Couple of little tomato sauces that I pulled out of the freezer to use up. And the mushies. Probably not gonna use all of them, but we'll try our best. And then lastly, the cheese. And I think we'll do a mix of mozzarella and Asiago for the topping. Get a little bit more funk in there, but still get that good cheese pull. Oh no, Rook! Touchscreen monitor, that's pretty cool. Used to make a recipe with tortellini and pureed broccoli and mushrooms. You sauteed it and mixed in a cream sauce along with parm. That sounds so good. Okay, fontina, like, I don't think fontina is a thing up here. You guys keep talking about fontina, and this is a cheese that I never really see in the cheese aisle. Yeah, really. It's crazy. Unless I'm just blind. Okay, first things first, let's get our pot of water going. So we're gonna fill this halfway up with hot water. Probably put a good 3 tablespoons worth of salt in there. Yeah, Tillamook. Well, we did stop there on our road trip. Oh, Oaxaca. Yeah, we should be able to find the Oaxaca cheese when we're in Cali. Yeah, we're gonna smuggle it home, guys. Cheese? I don't know any type of cheese that you're talking about. Security officer.
Yeah, I thought it was some
Yeah.
It's like, here. Like weed or something in my bag?
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, customs. Excuse me, miss. Do you have a banned substance in your suitcase? I don't think so. What's this white stringy stuff? Oh, that's my cheese. What do you mean this is banned? Who bans cheese? Okay, let's season our water up. I turned our pot onto a medium-high heat. Get our Pyrex pan out. Yeah, the dog, the drug dog is like, wow, this suitcase smells delicious. Guys, Pyrex pans live under the stove, right? In the Narnia drawer. Yeah, just a small pan. This is gonna be great. It's hard to believe that at one point in time, I really was this tall. We saw everything from that height. Interesting. Only metal baking stuff under the stove. I'm sorry. Gosh. Maybe the rules change when you get to Canada, okay, Rook? I'm excited for all of these layers. Okay, what do I want to make my sauce in? Maybe this little saucepan? No, too risky. Too risky, it might flow over. Pushing the limit too much there. So we're gonna go like medium-sized pot for that. And as always, a base for a tomato sauce. Yes, Sammy?
Dairy products, up to 20 kilograms per person. Please note that quantities in excess of $20 may be subject to high rate of duty. But that's it. So we can bring up 20 kgs of cheese each.
20 kilos of cheese incoming.
It's good.
What's he saying? Sam has looked up the customs laws for bringing cheese back. Yeah, there it is. We're good to go. Yeah, stock the hell up. We're gonna buy a new freezer just for all this cheese. Okay, as I was saying though, any kind of tomato sauce base, I always like to start with something oniony and garlicky to get it going. Quick little saute, and then we'll put our tomatoes in. So I'm gonna use up the half shallot that I have saved from yesterday. Oh man, it just does not stop raining here either. Yeah, 19.95. That's it. Yeah, that's not enough, Annie. It's not enough. Ooh, red apple cheese. We are actually trying to look for like little grocery stores around the area where we're staying in Oceanside. And it looks like most of the grocery stores are actually just like little Mexican markets. So I think that's gonna be fun. And I'm just gonna put this out there. We arrive on a Tuesday, so I think tacos are gonna be a thing. Hi, iShot. How are you? That's a lot of cheese, right? Okay, let's get into our cutting board. Time to start choppity chopping. Taco Tuesday, and then this is also the plan, is after we eat the tacos, we're going to visit the liquor store and buy ingredients to make margaritas at home with everyone and drink margaritas on the balcony watching the ocean because there's a blender in the unit. Yeah, tequila. It's gonna happen. Okay, so shallot, we don't really have to cut it super small. It totally depends on whatever you desire. So I'm gonna go kind of medium size. I find that usually when you put some sort of onion and garlic, it kind of just blends itself into the sauce because it cooks for quite a while. Patron on the rocks. And I'm ready for some shots. Thank you, Dust. At least somebody approves. We're going fancy, guys. We're going Patron. Cray. Okay, so garlic will mince in, but once again, we have to cut it down just so it can even fit into the garlic press. And I'm going a little bit heavy on the garlic today. I like a nice garlicky tomato sauce. No Grand Marnier love. I'm not a huge fan of like orange flavored liqueurs. Unless it's like mixed wonderfully into a cocktail of sorts. Not really my go-to. Just being honest, man. And yeah, I'm not in San Diego often. I've only been there one time before, and that was for a soccer tournament when I was younger. I think I was like 16 or something. That was the only other time I've been to that area. Okay, trying to pick this basil from the garden, and as you can see, it's been eaten by some bugs a little bit. Not even as a dash. You know what? That is true though. I think I have read some margarita recipes that have Grand Marnier in them. That should be good. And actually, I don't know why I'm worrying too much about the brown stuff on the basil, because we're gonna cook it anyways. So it's gonna turn brown regardless. Nike, how's your day, man? You put a shot of the Grand Marnier on top of the margarita. What?
So good.
Sammy knows? Apparently Sammy knows. Okay, sounds good, Cookie. Have fun watching shows. $100 in 4 hours? That's pretty good, Nike. Starting to make that moolah. We're just gonna go for like a rough chop with our basil because once again, it's basically gonna cook into the tomato sauce. Oh yeah, Cointreau. That's also a good one. Is Cointreau orange as well, or is it lemon? Choppity chopped. Tom. Okay. Going over the stovetop. Gonna turn our pot on to start our tomato sauce. Olive oil's getting low, guys. She's getting low, low. Just enough to cover the bottom so that we can saute our shallot and garlic. Yeah, bills. Who needs them? Oh no, Annie. That's insane. It was not the stuff from Italy, Rook. Oh, I'm glad you remembered that. It's just, I believe it's Terra Delisa? Terra Delisa. Extra virgin olive oil that we get from Costco in 2 packs. 2-pack? No, 2 packs. Okay, I'm going to grab another little tomato sauce. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna change it to stove cam. Water is gonna start to boil soon, and we're gonna start making our tomato sauce. So I'm just gonna mute the mic so it's not too staticky. we back. Wait for it, guys. I know this is gonna be shocking to some of you, but this is what I picked up from the pantry. Classico. Anyone else use this at home? This one sounds really good. Fire roasted tomato and garlic. Sammy stocked up on these when they were on sale a couple months ago. It's actually a really good store-bought tomato sauce. Yeah, super good. I don't feel bad about using this. So, I mean, you can always go and read the ingredients. Like, what's in here? Tomato puree, tomatoes. Okay, so it is what it says it is. First two ingredients, that's important. And then they add the water, which is a weird one. Like, there shouldn't be water in tomato sauce, but anyways. Tomato juice, roasted tomatoes, onion, salt, olive oil, spices, sugar, dehydrated roasted garlic, fresh garlic, citric acid, calcium chloride. Not bad at all. It could be way worse. Oh yeah, Newman's Own. We've got those as well. Really good. That's so true, Polish. Hi, Polish. Hi, Aladdin's girl. What are we watching? I'm back. Yeah, Sammy's big into coupons and sales. So, I can concur that maybe none of us are above Classico, because it is still made properly. That's one item that's canned that has not really changed over the years. Like, it still tastes the same as what I remember when I was young. Yeah, also, hi. I am the same, Annie, is I've never really had ragu. Okay, olive oil's hot. Let's get our shallots in there. Start making a base for this sauce of sorts. I might not use the whole Classico jar, but I thought it'd be good to just bump up what I have already out. Okay, water is almost boiling. Then our pasta can go in there. You still have pizza left. No! We were supposed to share that together, Aladdin's girl. Us and Rook. Or was it Vune? Maybe it was Vune. You don't want the shallots to brown too much. So before they get there, let's start mincing our garlic into there with our garlic press. Yeah, it was Vune, but I'll still take a slice. The daughter's eating it. No! Guess I'll just have to get some pizza tomorrow then. Because it's Friday, guys. And we only have to work Monday, and then we're going. Sammy was setting up our American SIM card earlier when we got home. This smells delicious. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of wine. A little bit of white wine. Oh, we're really fogged up, aren't we? It's like, I would love to see what you're making, Kate, but I really can't. It tastes good, right, Polish? A little half and half, see? Okay, garlic is browning a little bit. We don't want it to get too dark, so let's pour in our wine. A little deglaze action. Yeah. And then I'm gonna pour in my tomato sauce that I had. I believe it was just pizza sauce. So from making Neapolitan pizzas, so it should just be canned tomatoes with basil blended into it and a little bit of salt. Super, super simple. And it's not been cooked yet. I think this will be a really good base though. Definitely heavy on the garlic today. Okay, now that that's going, let's drop our pasta in. Pastitsio. I'm going to guesstimate how much I need for my 9x9 pan. You guys ever use one of those like pasta measuring things? This actually might be enough to fill that. Let's say that's enough. Keep the Classico jar, yeah. Okay, let's roll with that. It should start to soften up and fall back down into the water. Get in. Get in. Should I flip it around, guys? Ah. Yeah, the lids, they have like the little seal inside of them. I really do like the lids. Flip it. Yeah, so these noodles are still hollow on the inside, but they're really thick. Guys, I want some drywall stilts. That's what I need in my life. Yeah, Sammy, no. Sammy might die. What is this? Hojerific! Hello! Thank you so much. How are you doing today, man? It was nice to see you earlier. 6 months. There we go. All right. It fits just in the pot. What? Guys, this is my biggest pot. Turn our sauce back up. Pasta, pasta. We work construction. I've only been working a month and a half now with Sam and my dad. It's really, really fun. Yeah, red is 9 months. You are correct, Palsh. Now Hojerific gets the purple one, which is actually my favorite. It's totally tubular, man. Thank you for that, Annie. I really needed that. You guys are bringing me back to life. I was really tired before I started streaming. So the pasta takes 11 to 13 minutes. And then for the sausage, how we're gonna kind of make this bolognese is I'm just going to kind of tear up the sausage into little pieces and just drop it right into the tomato sauce so it can all cook together. You can do that stuff, Rook? Come on out, man. Wow, my hood vent can't even keep up with this steam. I'm gonna try and cover it. Cover it a little bit. Divert. Divert the steam. Yes, come on up. I almost said down. Come on down. No, you gotta come on up. Nice, Annie. That's gotta be fun. Kind of making a new little home for yourself. These sausages look really good, guys. Check these out. Tomato basil turkey from the butcher shop. These 4 links cost $4.49. Pretty cheap and easy dinner tonight, that's for sure. Definitely a good one going into fall. I'm gonna say noodles are done. They're like just kind of under al dente. But since we're gonna bake it for a little bit, I think we should strain it now. We don't want it to get soggy and fall apart. I'm losing my nudes. Okay. Done and done. So we'll just let those cool off a little bit. And we're also going to just put a little bit of olive oil on them so that while they cool, they don't stick together. They look pretty cool all together in that pot. Sausages. Deer sausage. We should have some of that pretty soon, commentator. Pretty soon. I think our friend has been out hunting this week. I'm not sure though. The weather's been pretty shite. Give that a little stir. Because basically, you guys, the sooner we get our sauce done, the sooner we can get this stuff in the oven baking. So just take the sausage out of the casing. If it's a synthetic casing, that should be pretty easy to do. Sauce smells so garlicky already. I can't wait. I really want to start hunting here. Sam has hunted before in Ontario, but I've never actually gone hunting for realsies. I just shot a couple guns with Sam's dad when we visited in Ontario. Okay, let's start dropping our little sausage nubs into the tomato sauce. This should also add quite a bit of awesome flavor as well. And it's totally up to you whether you want to cook the sausage before adding it into the tomato sauce. Up to you guys. I think it'll be just fine like this. Should be perfect. Oh, fondue? Hell yeah. We still have to do a raclette stream for everyone. That'll be a good rainy day stream. Wash up our hands after touching the raw meat. Just give this a little stir in the pot. Turn this up, touch more. I'm gonna add the basil that we chopped earlier now. You like raclette more than fondue? I think I'm with you, Annie. I've only ever done raclette once with Sam's parents. And it was super good. Like, fondue is good, but raclette is way more fun. Oh, dust. I have done sushi, I think twice on stream. I'd be down to do it again if that's something that you want to see. It's not the best sushi, but it's also not the worst. And it's only going to get better if I keep practicing. So that's a good one for sure. Okay, the little jarred tomato sauce tap. You gotta do it, right? And then the open. That's the sound. Smells good. I like how chunky it is. It's going to be good. And that, I would say, is going to be lots of sauce. So I only added half of the jar. Homemade unagi? What? Maybe if we get some crabs coming up, maybe we'll do sushi. Because I love crab, like real crab in sushi. Crab and salmon. You guys know that we have fresh salmon, that's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna taste this sauce base, see where we're at, see if we need to keep it going or what. It's getting pretty darn tasty. Definitely needs salt, but I'm gonna let it go for a couple minutes more. Basically just as we prep the other ingredients for the layers. So that's on the stovetop. Let's let that do its thing. Come back over here. Our veggies tonight, some kale and cremini mushrooms going into here. Two things that are, I think, really good with garlicky tomato sauce and cheese. Kale, yeah. Exactly, Rook. Do you just bash the outside of the lid, commentator? Okay, this is probably enough, hey? You got too much kale. Call your friends. Tell them to come get it. Luckily, this kale is still really nice and young, so I shouldn't have to cut the stems off too much. But I'm still going to bunch it all up together just so it's really easy for me to cut up. Get it all done at once. Ooh, Annie. Cheese souffle, I am in. That was like one of the first things that we had to learn how to make when I was in culinary school and we were doing like our dining room course where there's like a legit little restaurant inside of the school that people come and eat at and we cook for them. It's called Ernest's Dining Room. And that was one of the things on the menu, and I just remember all of the kids being so terrified. It's like, no, you're on souffle station tonight. I don't want to. I was like, okay. Let's do it. I mean, if we're making cheese souffle, we might as well just make chocolate souffles at the same time though, right? Just have a souffle stream. Yeah, way too much pressure. Sure you want to do that to me, Annie? I might crumble. No, I need challenges like that, guys. Need to keep my skills top notch. We already cleaned these mushrooms before, so we should be able to just slice them up, is how I think I want to prep them. I'm gonna go pretty thin slices. And then we also have to remember that mushrooms have a lot of liquid in them. So this might make our pastitsio bake a little bit watery. We'll see though. I'm gonna hope not. That's why I also undercooked the noodles a little bit, because they're gonna soak up more stuff. You basically pry it. Nice. But then you can't reuse the lid after, right? The lid is wrecked. I try to not wreck the lids because I do like to keep a lot of mason jars. Okay, nice thin slices. I might actually just mix the mushrooms into the tomato sauce, guys. That way I know they're already seasoned. I feel like this is a good idea. And then we'll just kind of sprinkle the kale over a couple layers, because that won't take very much to cook. Bye, Annie. Thanks for popping in. Have fun grading. Hopefully it wasn't too crazy yesterday. Oh yeah, butter knife works as well. Yeah, I shot. Chopping those shroomies. Okay, so after our mushrooms, we just have to grate our cheese. And then we can start layering. Oh, you can still reuse the lid. Well, that's an awesome trick then. There are so many different ways to get into a jar. You guys remember those little like jar tools that would attach onto the lid? So old school. You can like adjust it for different size jars. I remember my grandma had one of those. Okay, mushrooms going into tomato sauce. Cook those just a touch. Aw, that's amazing, Jen. What are you making today? I love that we're cooking at the same time. And we're not even that far away from each other. Yes. This is like a very simple dinner for me. I'm trying to make the least amount of dishes possible. You can tell I'm tired when. Okay, let those shrooms cook a little bit. Add a little bit of salt into here. We're almost there, my friends. Balsamic marinated portobello pizzas. Yum. That sounds really good. You've never made it before. You're baking the pizzas yourself? Like you're making your own pizzas? Crispy cheddar chalupa? What? What is that madness, Nike? Tell me more, tell me more. Okay, getting into the cheese over here. It's pizza ingredients baked inside a mushroom. Oh, yeah, that is not what went into my head at all. I like that though. I could see that being awesome. Portobello is an awesome thing for that.
Upgrade the cheese.
Sammy's grating? Grating. First things first.
Ow!
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's really sharp, so don't do that. It'll really take your finger off.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Did she put up a fight? No, no.
So nice.
Da-da.
She did?
She did. You heard it here first. Fried cheese over the outside of the chalupa and made it with chicken supreme. Okay, but what is the chalupa part? I need more education.
Hey,
You guys are assuming that I know what a chalupa is? That's respect, but Sammy doesn't even know what a chalupa is. It's a pita shell fried? What? Oh, Taco Bell. This sounds delicious. I just like their names of things. Like cheesy gordito crunch.
What's a gordito?
I don't know what a gordita is, but it sounds good. Yeah, just a little bit of Sammy in every bite. Special seasoning. It almost got him. He was scared. He was a little bit scared there.
I was like, oh man. Right away.
Okay, putting the cheese back in the fridge so it stays nice and fresh. Okay, Dust, let's check this. Oh, that looks delicious. It is a fried pita shell. What?
Spartan had the question.
Silent Spartan. Ah, I'm glad you asked. So my dad owns the handyman company, and he's been running that company. Well, he did a little bit when we still lived in Alberta. He did it for a few years, and then, what, almost 5 years here now? He's ran it?
No.
Or sorry, 4.
4.
4 years he has ran his own company where he contracts himself out to work on houses. And is it kind of just recently you started doing the like tear down stuff? Yeah, restoration stuff.
No,
Or he's always kind of worked like that.
Yep.
Okay, and then so he gets these contracts from restoration companies where they go in and like clean stuff up after a flood or a fire or etc. And so then after everything's clean up, we come in and basically make it look like nothing happened. Gordo in Spanish means fat, and ito means little. Fat little, what are you doing? What is he doing back there? No problem, Spartan. Yeah, we're hoping to be able to stream a little bit further with that project because today was literally day 1. And then by the end, it should look like a beautiful house. I don't know what Sam's doing.
What are you doing?
What is he doing back there? Stop wasting the noodles. I'm already worried I don't have enough. Put the noodle back in there.
I thought those were extra.
This guy. He's eating all my dinner prep. Holy shit. Yeah, stop wasting the nudes. Okay, let's build this layered casserole. Pastitsio. Give him an inch, he takes a mile. Nike, you clipped it. Sammy eating noodles in the background. Me just carrying on with life. Oh, man. Yeah, I thought they were extra. And already in my head, I'm like stressed that I'm like, I probably didn't cook enough. So I was like, let me just eat a couple. Now you really won't. Too good, Sammy. Too good. Yeah, truthfully, does this behavior surprise me? No, it doesn't, guys. And that's why we love him. That's why we love him. Hojerific could be your nurse, but he doesn't take care of humans older than 122 days. Ah! Okay, first layer. I think we should always do the first layer as the sauce to make this barrier for the noodles, because otherwise the noodles might burn on the bottom. So we always make the noodle barrier. This is looking really good though. And I gave it a taste. It tastes delicious. I'm excited to like eat the turkey sausage with everything. Because I didn't try a little sausage bit yet. We don't need a huge layer on the bottom either. But then we also have to think that as this bakes, the noodles are going to soak up a little bit of sauce too. Yeah, till the extra noodles do you part. Oh, man.
I'm free?
Yeah, he's free. Okay, so now, I guess noodle. I think I'll have to cut them though. I think I gotta cut the noodles. Noodles. So let's lay them all out. Because I don't think, yeah, it's too long. We got too much length here. So we're gonna trim it up and then maybe piece it together. Guys, I can see now why they build this in a 9x13 pan. But you know what? This is not gonna be perfect, and that is okay. What's this? What? Silent Spartan? I missed it. With the 4-month resub. Thank you so much, Silent Spartan. Good to have you as always. You guys, hello? Somebody subbed. Are you paying attention? Oh, I'm trying to deal with these noodles. Willemini, how are you today? Yeah, thank gosh. Love you guys. Okay, so now apparently we just put the noodles down like this. I mean, I'm not really a fan of how they're curling, but hey. I need someone Greek to get over here ASAP. Yeah. I guess we can just fill in the gaps with what we trimmed off. Okay, this is coming together now. A little bit scary at first, but I think it's coming together. And plus, everything should kind of weigh down on top of itself. You weren't being rude. No, of course you weren't being rude. Willemini. No, I know you're genuine. You just came in at a weird time. People were messing around. I mean, you know that we never have any fun here, so I don't know what to tell you. Aw, thank you, Silent Spartan. Okay.
She's stressed. Okay.
a little bit stressful. See how red my cheeks are? Okay, so now before I do the cheese, I'm gonna sprinkle the kale. Kale, yeah. And this is gonna wilt down quite a bit, so let's load it up because we only are gonna make 2 layers. Kale because health. Oh, you're making gyros tomorrow?
Oh.
That sounds delicious. Do you make the meat and everything, Aladdin's girl?
If so, I need rest.
Yeah, I'm coming over.
We're already. What time is dinner? Somebody take my spot here.
Okay, first cheese layer. Complete. Maybe give it a little press down. Little love press. Next layer, back to the sauce. And while we're building this, we definitely have to preheat our oven. So 375 Fahrenheit. I'm gonna say this is probably gonna take about 20 minutes. Shouldn't take us very long. That's kind of the nice part about doing a smaller batch of this. Basically, we want the sauce to be bubbling throughout, everything nice and hot, and we want it nice and golden brown on the top. I'm excited for you guys to see all these layers as we build it. Okay, this is my first time making this dish, and I'm not even making a traditional version of it. It's called Pastitsio. Basically, it's like a Greek version of lasagna, and they use these long, hollow noodles. But I'm doing it my own way, which is probably not surprising to most of you. So we do have just a little bit of sauce left, and I'm okay with that. Who knows, maybe we will have noodles left. Oh no, it's vegan sausage? I hope not. You're gonna grill the meat, yum. Frozen section at Sam's? If a person named Sam shops at Sam's, do they get a discount? I love how none of you are into the Beyond Meat thing. I have still not tried one. I am still intrigued. Sammy has tried one. He says it's all right. Vix, thank you so much. Yeah, we're making a thing. We're making a thing, vegan gelato. The noodles are literally called Pastitsio. So the name that I have in the title, that's what it's called. Pastitsio. I bought them at the store like months ago because I've been wanting bucatini pasta, and this was not it. I had high hopes, and I was like, well, this isn't bucatini because it doesn't really twirl around your fork. So I was like, okay, I'll have to retry this and actually make the proper dish with the noodles. Yeah, it's Pastitsio. I like that. I like that hojerific. Pastitsio. Oh no, Rook. I felt like I wanted a drink today when I got home from work, but I'm glad I didn't. I didn't need it. I'm excited to have a few drinks though when we're on vacay. That'll be good. Just try and fill in all the gaps. And I think I cooked the perfect amount of noodles. You know what? I think they would, be straight. It's just that I made them cool off in the pot that they didn't fit in. So they all kind of just curled around in the pot. I feel like if we put them on a sheet pan though, they probably would lay straight and make this more organized. Last little bit of kale. Oh, a kegerator. That's perfect, Dust. I was just trying to think about what I should get Sammy for his birthday. Sammy's in. What? Yeah, kale from the garden. Tuscan kale. Not the weird curly stuff. That doesn't taste good. Yeah, we did have straight noodles, but then someone ate them all. Oh, how terrific. Okay, so the kale should wilt down. This is my hopes. My hopes for this. And I believe this is going to be going into the oven right now. Oh, nice clip, Sammy. Yeah, me suiting up earlier today at work. Oh yeah, that's the other thing about the house that we're working on is literally everything is asbestos in there. So like we can't really touch up any walls or anything like that. That's all for the hazmat company. What kind of sauce did I use? I used actually a blend. Ethan, thank you for the follow. I used a blend of just canned tomatoes and also a little bit of Classico. I cheated today. It was the roasted or fire roasted tomato and garlic flavor of Classico. And then we crumbled some turkey sausage from the butcher shop into there, put our mushrooms in to cook. We also put some fresh basil in. We're gonna bake this, yeah. How old was the house? I would say it's probably built in the 60s or 70s. Okay, let's get this in the oven. I'm gonna set my timer for 20 minutes and then we will go from there. While this is baking, we're gonna work on making Concord grape jelly from the grapes from the grapevine outside, which you guys have probably seen on some of the garden streams or a starting soon stream. It is basically a casserole. That's exactly it. Just think of it as lasagna. Yeah, we're getting baked. Love you guys. Okay, 20-minute timer. I am going to go grab the grape jelly stuff. Got a couple of canning items to pick up from the other side. Put a few things back in the fridge, and we're laughing. Ha ha ha. Dinner is in the oven. It feels good, guys. Feels good. All right. All right. I'll be right back. Which clip? She sees nothing one? too good.
Did you watch the Ninja Kate suiting up?
Watch out, world. Ninja Kate is here. Okay, for real though. I'm going. We're back. We have all the stuff. Sammy brought in the grape stuff that I was working on the other day when he was sick. I brought in some smaller jars. We're only gonna do like 250 ml, just because I've never made grape jelly. I can't really see myself eating a lot of it at one time. So smaller jars are probably ideal. And they're also good to give like smaller jars away to people that you love. And we gotta fill our big canning pot with water. And then we have the funnel thing to take the jars out of the hot water, and the nice little ladle set. This is the bottom of the jar, or the canning pot. So this little apparatus will house the jars. I don't know how it's gonna work for the 250 ml ones, but we'll see. Concord, yeah. So I picked on the weekend, I picked about half of the grapes. Yeah. Picked about half of the grapes on the vine that were ripe. And I was like, oh, this is quite a bit. I'm probably gonna need probably 5 max. And then I weighed it because the recipe you need a weight. And it was 5 pounds, 3 ounces worth. And that's like not including the stem. So off of the stem, I had over 5 pounds. I was like, what? So then the rest of the grapes that are on the vine, I was thinking of maybe like trying to do a red wine vinegar. Thanks, Sammy. And if anyone else has some grape-related recipes to share, let me know. Because I'm probably going to have another 5 pounds. Unless the bear comes to visit when we're gone and eats them all. But I hope not. We think that the bear didn't come this year because there's just so much construction around the area now that he's too scared. But last year it was nice and quiet. Go, go, go. Takes a lot to fill this pot up. Swear I'm still here, guys. I'm just hiding behind the camera. And we only have 13 minutes left on our dinner. I'm excited. I hope it's not too watery. Like, there are a lot of things that could go wrong. I can definitely say that we winged it today. I have high hopes, though. Okay, should be good. Just need enough water to go over top of the jars. Now we can turn that on to medium-high heat, get it heating up, and then I got to look in our recipe book. THC plus CBD is the best combo. It's basically from the same plant. It is from the same plant, like pretty much. So this is the book that I'm working out of. You can even see that there is already some grape stuff on here. So saving the season. I have made quite a few things out of here. You can see all my little paper places that I have done recipes. So grape jelly. The original recipe called for 3 pounds of Concord grapes and 3 cups of sugar. So since I had just over 5 pounds of grapes, I'm gonna do 5 cups of sugar. That might be something that we need over here as well. Yeah, my face is super red. I don't know what's going on. I'm alive. It's warm in here, I know that. And then also cooked down with the grapes was 1 apple. So 1 green apple that's really nice and tart. So you cook the grapes and the apples together the first day. You boil it for 20 minutes. So I already did this step. And then you strain it overnight because we don't want any of the seeds or the skins in here. We're gonna get a really nice clear jelly. That's basically all compost. I'm gonna try and press a little bit more out, but it should have settled itself over the last day. And then you get this beautiful, clear grape juice, I guess, that's been cooked already.
Smells good.
Without any seeds. Sammy's giving it a taste. I haven't even tasted it yet. Holy. And now we get to cook it with the sugar and some lemon juice.
Woo!
Yeah, coagulate it. So they call this the pectin pulp.
Holy.
So combine the pectin stock, sugar, and lemon juice. Reduce over high heat to the gel point, so about 10 minutes at a full boil. Check the set. So you use a cold plate or a bowl. Put your plate or bowl in the fridge or freezer. And then you put your test of jelly on top of that, and if it hardens up right away. Oh, it really doesn't want to. There it is.
Look at that.
Yeah, if it hardens up right away, then you're good and you can jar it. Because you don't want watery grape jelly, right? Yeah, Sammy's about to get crunk. So 5 cups of sugar in here. Juice of 1 lemon. We have 8 minutes left on our Pastitsio. Is it an ouzo glass? No, it was just a shot glass. There's nothing wine involved in here yet. Oh, is this the first time that you've seen the Reese's pajamas? Those are some of my fave. We picked those up last time we were in Las Vegas from the Hershey's factory store. So much fun in there. I was like, Sammy, you need these pants. Am I hot? Yeah, I was warm. Sam opened up the window for me. Remember how much steam we were pumping out? When we had both of the pots on the stovetop? Got a little bit warm in here. Ah, yeah, vegan gelato. This is only my second time wearing the apron. And I'm getting used to the neck strap. I've never been a huge fan of aprons with the neck strap because I feel like it just kind of like pulls on your neck the whole time. But I'm trying to get used to it. And I really do love it. I love the leather straps. I love the fabric and the color. It's pretty awesome going into fall and winter. I thought this color was fitting. You have crossback straps, Jen. So the other apron I have and typically wear. Also, Jen, you need to go visit Will on Granville Island. You need to go visit him. So my other apron is like this. When I put it on, the straps are crossed in the back. Super comfy. It doesn't even feel like you're wearing it. But this one, it's like you know you're wearing an apron. Yeah, when it scrapes your skin. So far, so good. So far, so good. Sammy. Oh, you did bring it back. Oh, sugar bag's running low.
I'm all out of sugar.
Will, he owns Search and Rescue Denim. So he makes all of these aprons and other amazing things. Like he does custom canvas jackets for motorbikers or leather jackets, etc. He'll make you like leather bags. The list goes on. It's pretty awesome. Okay, so 5 cups of sugar. How about I just do this? Fill up our 4 cup and then measure 1 other cup. Whatever you ate is really garlicky. You had some sauce? Yeah, we also liked living by Granville. There was quite a few nights or days where we would just walk along the seawall and it's like, oh, let's go see Granville. Let's see what's happening. Because it sucks driving there, but if you can walk there, that's the best. Okay, so this is insane. The amount of sugar that you use to make jelly. It's like more sugar than liquid. But Sammy, does it need the sugar? Yeah, Hojerific is also in Vancouver, Jen. Hi, Uncle Corey. Yeah, it's crazy, Silent Spartan. And like, this is us making it from scratch. There might even be more sugar in the store-bought stuff. I really don't know. But basically, we nuked almost this entire bag preserving fruits this season.
No?
Or no, it was already starting to get used?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is our hummingbird and jelly sugar. The bag. I love you guys. It's never gonna get old, is it? The bag. 2 syllables. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta bring this up to a boil on the stovetop. Friendly but awkward. That sounds a lot like me. Oh, look at that messy stovetop. What's happening here? Just fill it up even more. Leftover sauce, we'll pack that up while this is coming up to a boil. Let's do medium-high heat. Get it rolling. Van Al Handyman with the Twitch Prime sub. 16 months in a row. So everyone, that's my dad. That's his company that we work for here. Van Al Handyman. Thanks, Paps. 16 months already. Yesterday we had a 19, 18, and 17 month resub. Definitely some long-term subs. I think I see a sneaky lemon seed in here, guys. Sneaky deaky lemon seed. Holy, that color though. Can we pop it there for a sec? No. I don't want to put that spoon like anywhere on the counter. Just gonna stain anything. One lemon seed. Two lemon seeds. Success. No seeds, please. Okay, just over a minute left on our dinner. Time is flying by here. I have not peeked in the oven. I don't know what's going on in there. But all I can hope is that it has not bubbled over and made a mess in the stove. $4,200, and I mean $2,400. Love it, Rook. Yeah, it was heavy. It was heavy. I'm glad I got out of that one today. Who's losing their bones? Is it the Sammy Sam? He lost all of his bones. No bones left. But wait, Rook comes in and wins. Yes. Oh yeah. Where's my phone? Really cool thing. Do you guys ever use like Olfa blades? Little yellow knives? Where the blade comes out and then it can go back in and you just like twist it. Okay, so I have a awesome photo. So you know when the blade gets dull and you have to like snap it off to get a sharper blade from it? So I did that. And then when I snapped the little part of the blade off, so it's like 2 layers that I took out, it landed in the floor, like pointy side down. Like all I did was snap the blade on the floor and it flew up in the air, like landed in the floor like that. I was like, Sam, what? So then I had to take this photo with Sam in the background and just the ninja blade sitting there. Real life ninja, right here. Okay, timer went off for our Pastitsio. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right, to be honest. Yeah, those blades are sharp, indeed. I always wear gloves when I use them. Holy! Okay, things are looking really good in here. I think I'm going to turn the boiler on. Turn that broiler on. Yeah, dope. No, Rook. Nice vegan gelato. And Hojerific. Good job, guys. Okay, quick broil on our casserole, and then we are there. It is looking super good. Thirsty Thursday. Let's stay hydrated. Since we got the broiler on, that means I have to watch the oven. It always makes me feel like a kid. Did you ever like just watch things bake in the oven when you were little? Because you literally had nothing else to think about. It's like spread the towels out and turn on the light and just sit on the carpet in front of the oven. Good to go. I might have to move this a touch closer. Ah, no. It looks like it's getting there. The noodles are getting crispy already, so the cheese should start getting golden brown pretty quickly here. Bye, Nike. Get some rest, man. Take care of yourself. Oh yeah, there's points. There is points. There's also this, if you want to know who is winning. Yeah, we're broiling now, not baking, Nike. This is your cue to go to Betty. Little rotation. It really does smell good. What is this? Andrew cooks. Welcome in, guys. Holy Spartan, you got luck. Welcome in, Raiders. Andrew, I hope you had a wonderful stream today. Yeah, LSD cat, what? Oh no, we have a wild doggo in here as well. Okay, so after we take the pastitsio out of the oven, it's always a good idea to like let your casserole rest for a couple minutes before you cut into it and have molten cheese and tomato sauce everywhere. So just let it rest, kind of come back together, and hopefully you'll get a nice slice out of there. Hi Rev, how are you? Andrew, what did you make today? Tell us about it. Okay, I am good with this. I am really happy with how this is looking. Don't slam the oven. You want to check it, guys? I don't like how Sammy adjusted that light. Make it better this way. Oh! Okay, one stir on this since I can see it wants to almost come up to a boil. And then it's time for the reveal. Are we ready? Mojo pork tostadas? Yum. Okay, I'm being blinded right now. I feel like you turned this all the way up. Yeah, 98. Not 100, but 98. Okay. Yum, that actually sounds delicious, Andrew. Okay. Are we ready? Tom, you're still here. Nice, man. Look at those layers. Got all cheesy and gooey in there. Hi, Dust. You're still here too? Oh, yeah. I'm okay with it not being like super dark brown on here. I think it's also depends on the type of mozzarella we use, which we used kind of a cheaper pizza mozzarella compared to like a soft buffalo mozza. Yes, Spartan. Okay, I definitely want to take a quick photo. I like how the noodles are kind of like sticking out and they're crispy. I am intrigued by this. Definitely intrigued. Yeah, it looks a little liquidy. I'm with you on that, Dust. But I'm hoping if we let it settle, we might be okay. But that is true, Rook. Yeah, we don't really want to add more moisture. Trying to get a good angle here. There she is. And the layers. Yum! Andrew Cooks, thank you for the follow as well. Give you a shout out. Yeah. Okay, grapes are coming up. I'm serious when I say we're gonna let that sit for like a minute or two more before we cut into it. Get our pasta bowl out. I think we'll definitely need a bowl for this. Of course, Andrew, of course. I mean, you brought people to us, so it's only fair if we also bring our people over to you. That's how it works. Gear Snapping, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, definitely need big old spatula for this. Let's get our knife that we're gonna use to cut this. I think I'm gonna go with this guy. I'm currently looking for people for us to raid later because we're almost there as well. It's almost raid time. I feel like this keeps getting crooked. I also feel like I probably have to put the strap a little bit tighter, hey? Maybe it wouldn't feel like it's falling down all the time. Still working it in. Yeah, Rook. Spatula. Hey, Trauma Junkie. Holy, okay. Take a look at the stove for a sec. Look at the color of the grape and apple juice as we bring it up to a boil. Like, what? This looks super cool. So one thing that I have learned in my jelly making experience is that kind of get to tell the gel set point when this kind of cloudy stuff on top goes away and cooks out. So they're not lying when they say it takes about 10 minutes to cook that out and kind of reduce the liquid. So you're basically cooking the water out of there. So much sugar. No, you don't even have to skim it off. It'll kind of just exit on its own. At least I believe so. Might have to skim it off, Rook. If it doesn't go away, I will skim it. But usually with my experience in the past is that kind of just disappears. It's magical. Okay, so now that this is up to a boil, I think I'm gonna do like a 5-minute timer. It's crazy how it doesn't really splash either. It just kind of bubbles like this little cauldron. And you definitely don't want it to splash, because this, right now, all of the hot sugar, that would really hurt if you got that on your skin. Okay, are we ready to get into this? I am ready. Spartan, yes. Yes, we are. Okay, should I just do it? We'll do it in half. And then maybe by 3. A little knife loosen along the outside because I see that we got some cheesums stuck up top. Did we get a clean cut? I think so. Oh, soft boiled eggs. A grape egg. That could be interesting. Or should I just go in 4? I'm probably just gonna cut this into 4 pieces. Worked hard today. We're hungry. Let us in. Let us in, Pastitsio. Why are you making this difficult? I'm trying not to like scramble up the noodles too much as I'm cutting. It's not really the same as cutting lasagna. Oh, it's okay that you missed the prep. It's actually kale. It's called Tuscan kale. It's something that I always have growing in my garden. Not super strong in flavor, like the other curly kale. I really love using it, especially with pasta, as it kind of just like wilts down to almost nothing, and it's easy to sneak into stuff if you feel like you need something healthy. Okay, guys, can we get this entire piece? Terrified right now. Oh no. I feel like it didn't cut all the way through. One moment. Please stand by. Yeah, she's messy. Praying that this piece of sausage doesn't come out. It's a little bit liquidy, but yeah, Pastitsio doesn't like to be cut. At least all the liquid kind of stays in the bottom. Definitely pretty watery though. And messy. But I'm probably gonna like reuse that sauce afterwards. Scoop a couple more pieces of the turkey sausage. And this is what we get. Yeah, commit. The classic mistake of not letting it cool because we don't want to wait. We know this. Think there was water left in the noodles? I feel like just the tomato sauce was a little bit too watery. Like we probably didn't cook the tomato sauce down enough. That's my guesstimation. And you know what? That's fine. At least we had like dinner on the table within an hour. I know, I'm super happy with it. Hi, Stone Sore. Okay, quick photo for me. I hope that I can probably do it right here. Pyrex isn't too hot anymore. Depends on the lighting, what we have going on. Quick little stir of our grape jelly. It likes to bubble up when I stir it. It scares me a little bit. That was our 5-minute mark anyways. We might have to skim that stuff off, Rook. Doggo says, guys, what we got here? Doggo, what you think? It's getting frothy. That's for sure. Sammy, you ready?
I'm ready.
Come on over. Thanks, guys. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Quite happy with this. Quick little pasta bake. It's a nice little variation on lasagna as well, if you feel like you want to change it up. Yeah, that's almost there. I'm gonna turn that down just a touch though. Super yum. Okay, we need a fork. Times 2 for the Sammy Sam.
Can I eat these noodles?
Yeah, you can eat those noodles.
Thank you.
Welcome. You can eat those ones, Sammy. He's feeling better, Dust. He is feeling better. We kicked that cold.
100%.
Yeah, we kicked his cold. Look at this one. 2-day cold, gone and gone.
You should really blow up my beard again. I think it'd be like a good
Yeah.
down to like here.
Guys, we're gonna blow out Sam's beard when we go to San Diego.
Go through customs with
Beardly.
like a 14-inch beard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is good.
Mm-hmm. I like the cheese layer in the middle. It would be lacking if we didn't have that.
Yes.
I also think we needed more cheese on top.
Yes.
That's actually the type of pasta I shot. Is it just likes to be straight. Like if the pasta is really thick, so you can definitely not twirl it around your fork. But it is fully cooked. Like we cooked it under al dente because we knew we were gonna bake it. And this is perfect to me now. Did you just try and jump?
She's ready.
Yeah, sometimes we add pasta to our sauce and cheese.
Uncle Corey, there's two extra slices.
Yeah.
Ready for you.
Come on over. Yeah, we always need more cheese. It's true, and dog. It's the season now. Now that things are like cooling off, cheese is trending again.
Cheese is always
Cheese
trending
and
with
carbs. Yeah. But like this layer is gonna be magical. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I eat my lasagna too. It's like, oh, look at this delicious cheesy layer. I'm gonna take that off and save it for my last bites.
Totally gonna do it, Rook. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, 80 pounds of cheese, bringing it back. And we'll sell it on the black market.
Oh, we just saw it on the supermarket.
Chicken soup, then cheese, then noodles? What? Did I miss something? Pasta and chicken soup. Where's the chicken soup? Did I say something weird to you, Dust? Yeah, massive fondue. Guinness World Record fondue. The noodles are hard to eat. I guess
Yep.
Sammy's not struggling though.
Sure are.
They're not. What are you doing? Oh. Posh. Clean up on aisle 7. Right here. Right here. Posh. That was the worst toss ever. It was too slippery. Ah! That one's for Doggo. Yeah, shout out Posh. That was in your brain dust. Don't be sorry. It's okay, man. Probably just because I added the turkey sausage into it. Nice, Rook. Yeah.
We just put a GoPro and Posh all day.
But for real, guys, if we hooked the chesty up to Posh and streamed it, would this be a thing? Because I don't think I've seen this yet on Twitch. Doggo stream. The life of Posh. Ready? Good one. He's got a straw. Okay, but for real, I'm going in for the cheesy crunch, and I think this just has to be eaten with your hands. Mmm. Yeah, first person Doge cam. That bite was too good. Too good, Spartan. The kale kind of makes it taste like broccoli. Got a broccoli vibe going on here. She's like, Sammy, you gonna give me that bowl to clean or what? You have cotton candy? What? No, she can't have it. It's too salty. Too much processed stuff for Doggo. Yeah, use the noodle like a straw. Suck up the sauce. But for real though, guys, I am happy with how this turned out. I think the noodles might have soaked up all the extra sauce in the pan if we let it rest. But then you'd probably have to let it rest for like a good half an hour, 45 minutes, to get everything to like coagulate back together. We weren't waiting for that though. One more time, guys, the noodles. Yes, Rook, that makes sense. Misco, Pastitsio number 2. So like that's the casserole that they make. So it's super simple. Layer noodles, layer of sauce, noodles, cheese sauce, and then more cheese. We might have to try that version as well. There was a first-person cheetah cam.
What?
That sounds cool. Yeah, it's interesting how the dish and the noodles share the same name. It is Greek. I feel like if you have kids at home, they would really enjoy eating this. Like, it's kind of a fun dish to eat. The final bites. The cheesy bites. 500 grams per pack. That's what this is. So you can get 5 of them for 20 bucks. That's a pretty good price. That could make quite a bit of pasta. I found these at Superstore here. So like Loblaws, I guess, is the parent company. If you guys have those grocery stores in the States. Nice, Rook. Free delivery on Saturday. Get her done. I would say this meal maybe cost me like a whole max $10 to make that entire pan. Most expensive thing was the turkey sausages at $4.50. The rest of it probably only cost $5. Kale from the garden. How much was the little bit of mushrooms? A little bit of cheese, a little bit of tomato sauce.
Yeah.
So $2.50 a serving. That's pretty good. Thank you, Sammy. Yeah, Barilla is really good. That's a good pasta company. Now we got lunch for tomorrow. You try to find the nudes at Lot. Is that like a fancier place? Sammy has gifted me Oreo. But not just any Oreo. No, this is not a golden Oreo. This is a cinnamon bun Oreo. One of the best flavors, if you're gonna get like a flavored Oreo, cinnamon bun is one of them. This is dessert. A nice little Oreo. Oh, cool vegan gelato. And I wish we had something like that here. Like, we don't even have a T&T supermarket. Oh, the white fudge ones are insane, Rook. So many cookies to eat. We're carbing up. The other Oreos that really good, or that's really good, birthday cake. And the peanut butter ones are pretty good too. Pumpkin pie ones are good as well. Or pumpkin spice. Red velvet cake ones were good. I've probably tried almost every Oreo flavor. Red velvet ones are good. The icing is like really creamy. Definitely has like a cream cheese thing going on. But it's like these. This tastes like a Dunkaroo.
Yeah. 100%.
Big Dunkaroo vibes here. Like adult Dunkaroos. Mm-hmm. You know what I did with the pumpkin spice ones, Silent Spartan, is I crushed up the Oreos whole and pressed them into the bottom of a cheesecake pan.
Tried that?
We just need it to set.
I know, but that's...
It tastes really good. It tastes like Welch's grape juice.
Yeah.
So make the Oreos into a cheesecake crust. It's madness. Dunkaroos were past your time? Oh. See, I never got Dunkaroos as a kid. But I would always go into my friend's pantry and get a pack of Dunkaroos. Candy floss ones. Interesting.
Just jack your friends.
Yeah. We would always snack. My choice was always Dunkaroo.
Always. It's so good.
All right, guys. Who are we gonna go raid? Sammy, you have anyone in mind? Guys, we have any suggestions? Cotton candy? Cotton candy Oreo. I've not had that. Yeah, I don't have any cooking streams either. I have Jason Sipe. He's doing a charity stream again for Starlight. Mad King Matt is on. He's doing Dota Underlords.
Want to watch a watch get repaired?
Do we want to watch a watch get prepared?
Repaired.
Repaired. Yeah, we'll just raid ourselves. Well, no one's on, so I guess we'll just raid ourselves and keep cooking.
Mr. Underscore.
Can you just copy it and paste it in chat?
Yeah, doing it.
Okay, this one is actually pretty cool. This is gonna be interesting to you guys. Better than what I was gonna do.
He's fixing a Rolex.
He's fixing a Rolex watch?
Rolex Submariner 3135.
Let's do this. Mr. Horologist. Horologist, what does that mean? Oh, the fireworks ones with the pop rocks in it. Those were super fun, but not very tasty. Okay, guys, let's go see. Thank you so much for everything today. I hope, Rook, I hope you enjoyed our work stream earlier. And we will be back on Sunday. We are doing
Tomorrow.
In-N-Out.
We're installing drywall.
Okay, well, we will be back tomorrow at work streaming, so that'll be really fun. And then Sunday, to prep for America, we are making In-N-Out burgers. Let's go. Okay, see you guys on Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye. Love y'all. Amaze.